Welcome back. Let's get straight into the issues here and overseas. Our panel tonight joining us, Sky News contributor Kosha Gada and former Labor MP Michael Danby. Welcome to you both.
Thanks.
We touched on this earlier in the show, but I think there is real security concerns. And I mentioned when I was talking earlier to the Jewish Board of Deputies that I've rarely heard a police commissioner say that I'm not sure we can keep you safe. This is ahead of the visit by the Israeli President Isaac Herzog. I think he gets here on Sunday. Michael, you think this is going to have an impact on the visit? I mean, surely then there's not going to be any street parades and big gatherings.
It's designed by the far left and the Islamists to disparage the whole visit by making it into violence and a riot. All of the venues, none are being advertised to the people who are going along. People are too scared to let the rioters
We're in
know
Australia.
where it is. We're in Australia, and I, from reading social media, fear that there's going to be real riots from these people. It'll take it a stage further. They were kept underneath the radar by the events in Bondi, and this is their chance to break out. There's no war in the Middle East. There might be one in Iran, but in Gaza there's a ceasefire. So what these people are on about, God alone knows.
Kosha, we got one report, 3,000 police will be required in Sydney alone. The President will visit Canberra and Melbourne as well. I mean, there must be real fears that this is going to get violent.
I think so, just given what's happened. But as Michael said, if these things are usually very well-defined routes in which how he's going to enter the country, exactly where his motorcade is going to go, and if you lock things down and really bring down the hammer in terms of security, you can do it. But it is sad, as you say, it is Australia. But here we are.
Michael, you got upper house MPs in New South Wales accusing Herzog of genocide.
Look, Winston Churchill and FDR signed artillery shells to give encouragement to the troops in the Second World War. Isaac Herzog is actually a lefty. He's a dove. He's the former head of the Labor Party. These people know nothing, but you see, it's not really about the actual issue. It's about their hatreds, not just of Israel, but of our own society, Steve.
We've also had questions raised. This is in The Australian this morning, that a senior counsel assisting the Royal Commission on Anti-Semitism that's coming up, it was revealed that his daughter is a prominent pro-Palestinian student activist. Kosha, should that be a worry? I mean, I know lots of people of that age, the lawyer, whose children are of the left, and I mean, if that's what
they
she
grow
is,
up.
I mean, I'm sure it's not going to impact on him, is it?
You would hope that any professional should not be tarred by the views of their family members, especially young kids. And just picking up on what Michael said, that generation, that age group, under 35 even, I would say we know where they stand on these issues. I think the broader point is actually the merits of a royal commission, which many people do criticize, that how much of it is symbolic and performative versus it will actually lead to what we need. There are possible negative consequences that come out of it, such as curtailing free speech and things like that, as a misguided solution to what we all want to see done, which is protecting the innocent. And of course, the real elephant in the room is the way to get social cohesion is immigration and demographics. That is the biggest driver of it, and color me skeptical that will probably not be one of the outcomes.
Well, Michael, I mean, this is not a Royal Commission into a natural disaster like a bushfire. This is a Royal Commission that has to, it's looking at the social fabric of Australia. It's a very hard thing to define. Kosha rightly points out, we're going to have to watch this very carefully. I mean, I'm not sure how this is going to unfold. How long is it going to take? Where they're going to go? I mean, we don't know what the terms of reference are yet. How tight do they need to be?
They need to be tight, and they need not to restrict free speech, as Kosha said. And they do need to look at the effective long-term immigration of people who are antagonistic to Australian values. I think that was an entirely fair point that Scott Morrison raised in his well-known speech now. But I fear that the far left are now attacking the Royal Commission as constraining their rights. One of the things I'd like to know is, after the Director General of ASIO recommended something be done in August last year, what did the government do? Or were they so overwhelmed by the socialist left's views on anti-Israel that they didn't do anything? Didn't do anything.
Let's go overseas. Donald Trump, he's warned Ayatollah Khamenei that he should be, quote, very worried. Plans for talks between the US and Iran have apparently collapsed. Kosha, the president, he doesn't hold much back. When he says you should be very worried, I'd be getting worried.
I think that is his intent for sure, backed up by moving fleets of war vessels into the region and all the rest of it. People also know that he really doesn't want to get stuck in another quagmire and boots on the grounds and all of that. So that's what they're banking on.
Short and sharp.
And can he go in surgically and put some pressure or economic pressure, other levers, is what we're all waiting to see.
Well, the Iranians, of course, I mean, they've been hanging off the words that he had a few weeks ago where he said, we will move in, and he did not. Will they rise up again in the streets with this other promise of, from Trump? I mean, that's what. If there's going to be a revolution in Iran, those people who are putting their lives on the line on the streets need to know they've got some backup.
Steve, they killed between 30 to 60,000
Correct.
people, murdered them in the streets. Young women shot in the forehead. People would be very afraid there. I hope that the Americans do liberate them by removing that fear, but I'm not sure that it can be done in the short term. So let's see what this military action, if anything, achieves.
Could life be any worse for Keir Starmer?
He has, I will say this, he's shown us his political chops, and he's trying to play the party line to stave off anything from within his party, because in terms of the electorate, they seem to be pretty secure, at least for the next 3 years.
Give me Lord Mendelsohn. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining us.